Introducing first from DeKalb, Texas, weighing over 300 pounds, the Manimal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat. TK, why don't you tell the folks at home what's going on here?
Well, you know, on this great program, we've had many classic matches. We've had cage matches. We've had lumberjack matches. We've had tag team World Series matches. But tonight, it is the first ever bone on a pole match right here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Call me bonafide excited.
Did you just say bone on a pole match?
I did, and I did it with a straight face. Points for me. But the Manimal, that's his weapon of choice, can even get that big frame up there to secure the bone. The person who gets the bone gets to use it.
From Hoboken, New Jersey, weighing 202 cans of beans, the Hobo.
Well, the Hobo looks ready for a battle. Does he have extra lights on his ring outfit tonight?
Well, you got to dress up for the bone match.
This is the war to settle the score between these two fast friends turned bitter enemies. One of them is going to climb up and secure the bone and get to beat the bloody hell out of the other with a bone.
Yep.
This is barbaric.
They're going to try and bury their opponent and this feud once and for all, bury the bone, so to speak. And we'll see what happens. But, you know, we saw the friendship of these two just go right out the window. And it has been a hotly contested feud. The Hobo has cost the Manimal matches and vice versa. And now they go out at one-on-one. And the Hobo trying to get a warm meal here, going for the ear. Lend me your ear indeed.
And recently we saw the Hobo in action on the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood showcase against the Revolution. After the matchup, the Manimal came out, blasted him with the bone. And again, now that bone is in play. Whoever can climb to the top, grab it, can use it. Now, is this the Manimal's specialty match?
Well, you would think, but again, the elevation of the bone could play and become a factor here for the Manimal. It's going to look like King Kong.
And maybe he has King Kong climbing abilities.
There you go.
Who came up with this match? That bonehead Danielle? Nobody?
In the history of professional wrestling, there are many ways to settle a feud once and for all. Very few as devastating as the bone match. This is it. This is the way to settle the score between these two. You already said it.
No, I agree.
I mean it.
I'm just laughing because between the three men in the ring, including referee Chris Massey, I mean, you got an IQ of 20 combined.
Look at this. The Hobo going to work now, taking the Manimal into that turnbuckle. I think you got to have a brain for this to be a successful offensive maneuver. Crowd chants in unison. Manimal on rubbery legs and a nice drop kick. I mean, but look at the size of that bone. Think of that's what she said. Think of the damage that could do if you clock somebody.
Todd, she never said that to you. Don't lie. And look at this, the Hobo got his hands on the bone. I never thought I'd get to say this. No, he does not.
But you make a good point. You know, we can make jokes and make puns and whatnot, but that bone is a devastating weapon.
It really is.
We've seen it used, and we've seen the personal battle between these two guys. The friendship, the end of the friendship, causing the Hobo to hit the bottle, to go into deep despair. And
deeper despair, if that's even possible.
That's true, and he wants nothing more than to grab that bone and clock the Manimal with it.
Well, I think earlier we saw the attempt of the Hobo to go for the bone. I think a little premature. You got to get your opponent in a compromising position before you start that climb, because if you don't, you leave yourself open.
Well, you know, you always got to get someone in a compromising position if you're going to give them the bone.
That's for sure. All right.
But, you know, again, like a ladder match, any kind of pole match, anything where you do have to subdue your opponent. And that's part of the strategy. If you're up top there climbing and you get caught, that could be the end of the match for you.
Well, and that was my point. Leave yourself open to a high-impact fall, and it could open the opportunity for your opponent.
Could we have not done a soap on a pole match, or a disinfectant on a pole match? A sanitizer on a pole match? These guys are disgusting.
Manimal, though, ever since stabbing Hobo in the back,
is a savage.
He has been. He has been absolutely ruthless. Just no remorse, no regret for his actions, especially against his former friend. Look at this. Both men jockeying for position.
Wow!
There's that Hobo strength.
Hobo suplexing the Manimal. That was unbelievable.
300 pounds of the Manimal. I've never seen him get manhandled like this before. Bad blood, bad, tainted, disgusting blood flowing.
Hobo able to counter, must have his magnetic boots on. Of course, the Manimal barefoot. And a "This is awesome" chant breaks out. The Oceanfront Pavilion, the great fans here. Well, I hear what I want to hear.
That's true.
They are enjoying the action in this first ever bone on a pole match. But right now, to our point, you see the Hobo not going for the bone, trying to take out the Manimal first to open up that window of opportunity.
Well, here's a question. Who procured the bone to even get it up on the pole?
Danielle.
I mean, who got it?
That's got to be Danielle.
Who got it from? You think she got it from the Manimal?
Yeah,
I mean, how did he give it up?
Well, you know, she's just as crazy as either of these two. Look at that, spine first right into the ring. And this is the part of town that the Hobo doesn't want to be in. Manimal very comfortable in these kind of surroundings, just beating the snot out of his opponent. And the Hobo's full of snot.
And TK, this must be tough for you to watch. At one time, they were your favorite tag team, and now they're coming to blows.
Yep, Mega Powers exploding here right before our very eyes. Yeah, you're right, though, on the outside. That is the home, the enclosure that the Manimal wants to be in. He can use the ring as a weapon. We've seen him scoop and slam the Hobo on the concrete floor in the past. He is very much in his element here.
And again, the bone's still in play here.
Outside of the ring there, much like the wooded forest of Salisbury, Texas. A whole lot of dangerous things out there as the Manimal starts to climb. And as this match goes on, these guys get sweaty, becomes more dangerous going for this.
Oh, look at this. Both men right there within hand's reach of that giant bone.
Manimal, oh my goodness! Oh! He goes down in a heap.
Well, no water in the pool.
No, that's right.
Well, that's what we talked about, that giant fall that could take place if you miscalculate.
Hobo's going to get the bone. Hobo's going to get the bone. If he could just wrap his hands around that bone.
Listen to the fans. Channing, get the bone.
How do you even get that thing untied?
Can he untie the knot?
Yeah. Got a serious double knot going on that bone.
Obviously not a Boy Scout. Having trouble with the knot there, and he's got the bone. Hobo's got the bone.
Procured the bone.
If there's any meat on it, he just might gnaw it a little bit before he uses it. Look out here, Manimal now back to his feet. Might as well have a big bullseye at him. Give him the bone. No, Manimal counters.
The Hobo was looking to end this match with that one shot.
Manimal's got the bone. Now Manimal's got the bone.
Fumble on the play. Manimal recovers. He's on offense, and he might score. No. And now the bone is up for grabs.
Chris Massey wants nothing to do with the bone.
What's going to happen here? Hobo.
I thought he was going to drop him on the bone.
There's that rock bottom from a man who is living in the rock bottom.
And now both men down the bone in the center of the ring again. Wait a second, Hobo covering. No.
Gonna force the Manimal to kick out. And yes, now that the bone has been procured, now it's anybody's ball game. It's basically a one-on-one matchup here. The bone can be utilized, but now since the bone is down, stop it, Stu. Now it's a matchup. First man to score a pinfall or submission. Maybe you score a submission using the bone. I don't know. But anybody can win at this point.
Yeah, anybody's matchup. Hobo's got his hands on the bone, and he whacks right, oh my goodness, right in the, got him right in the face.
Downstairs with the bone, upstairs with the bone, all points in between, and the Manimal goes down to the Hobo.
Your winner of the match, the Hobo.
The Manimal was just beaten with his own bone. He took a bone to the face and it knocked his lights out. Is that the end of this war?
Well, I'll tell you what, history has been made, ladies and gentlemen. History has been made.
You'll always remember where you were the day the Hobo won the first ever bone on a pole match.
In the end, it's the Hobo who digs down deep, proves that he can be bad to the bone. What a victory.
Now, if there's only some meat on that bone, he'd be able to eat.
I think I covered that.